Alrighty, everybody, and hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Happy Canada Day, and also happy 4th of July to everybody, though that's actually North America. I know that there's so much going actually on in this world these days. Just that the Congress actually was trying to vote actually for Trump to get kicked out, especially with his party. Hopefully they do get that all together. I know it's a little bit tight for sound, so I do apologize on that. Now, again, those if you'd like to be able to get a reading done today, please type in. And also, Happy Canada Day. Even though that Canada Day, I will not be wearing red. I will be wearing orange, as I am Indigenous. I am third generation. Thanks to my father and also my aunt for teaching me, though I am Indigenous. I do say thank you very much. And yeah, today it is Friday. Today is Friday, and the time right now, if I am looking actually everything, it is 10:28, and the date though altogether it is the 27th of June. So not that much longer. Till Canada Day, and also next Friday, which is the 4th of July. So I do say thank you very much. I'm sorry, it's a bit pixeled. I don't know why it's pixeled. But yeah, so let me just try to close down some of these windows altogether and see if I can there. Okay. Again, those I do apologize for being so pixeled. And also movement. If I do things so, I don't know why, but I guess though that computer that I'm using though is not being cleaned for a while. I will be using the cards though that you can see on screen, which are the soul coaching cards. These cards are really awesome. I love the cards. They make the point strongly. So again, though, it's on Canada Day. Myself and Gypsy Lady Eva, we will be live on Podbeam. So Podbeam is actually right where we normally are. We're hardly here on YouTube, on Eat Divine. But yes, Podbeam, though, is actually the great way how to go. Okay. So, yeah, if you want to be able to share the screen with me, go ahead. This is unscheduled. Today is Friday, the 27th. And the temperature actually for today in my area, not your area, but my area altogether, which is Ontario, Southern Ontario, it is a high of 19, feels like 20. They are calling for a possibility chance of thunderstorm this afternoon. Well, they were, but now it's not looking like it. It's going to go up to high 28 at 3 o'clock today. And then 29 later on, which is 5 p.m. Storm is supposed to happen at 6, so thank goodness. Again, today's the day that we bury my father. So I'm just for you guys for this weekend. For us Canadians, though, actually up here, this is actually soul coaching, which you can see right behind me. These are cards great for you. So shuffling the cards right now just to show you. All right. So the first card, though, is embracing. All right. Oops, right there. Yeah, so embracing. All right. And with this one here, though, is basically, though, is your start card. So you need to embrace for what's going to be happening this weekend. A lot of things are going to be happening. A lot of changes are happening altogether. So embrace actually what you have. So again, the cards I'm using are Denise Lynn's cards, really awesome cards. You can sort of see a lady there with the moon right around her, and she's actually holding it. So because things are changing for her, so she's embracing actually change. The next one, though, that we're going to be looking at, though, it is to do with messages actually from the angels or divine kingdom. Okay, our next card, though, is grace. So messages. All right. So grace is going to be actually happening. I love the picture, though, because it actually holds some. It's basically of an angel mother actually holding this child. This weekend, though, is going to be very hard for me because I am actually putting my father back actually to rest. He passed away in December, and yeah, so it's basically grace though, because it's a time for us to be able to reflect back all together and see what's going actually on with all the changes. So grace is actually good though. The reason why is because he did give us some great grace. Even grace is actually coming from your angels and your ancestors. Our next one though that we're going to be looking at though is to do with messages from Earth. So us Indigenous, we actually call Mother Earth. And if you look at North America, it's actually in the shape of a turtle, so we call it Turtle Island. Our next card, though, that we're looking at, though, is Believe. Okay. And it's a great card, though. The reason why it's basically because it actually, sorry, I'm looking at the side camera. It's actually a little child looking out at the stars, believing actually in the universe, believing actually in the angels altogether. And believe, though, is actually a great thing to do, though. The reason why is because we need to believe not only in ourselves or others, but believe actually, though, that the universe is actually talking to us. The universe does speak to us actually in many different ways. It could be with it could be with the wind, it could be with the actually rain, it could be any which way. So talk to the universe, and the universe is going to talk back to you. A lot of people do not do that. So our next one, though, that we're looking at, though, is messages from your messages from your masters, or actually you're within your past life. So okay, so our next one, though, that is that one there, and this one here is gratitude. All right, so your basically ancestors are giving you gratitude, so listen to the messages. Don't listen to anything else. Meditate, strongly meditate. So yes, meditate, and that's one thing that we here at Divine Oracle Podcast keep on saying to people, though, is meditate. But gratitude, though, is actually the best way. The reason why is because what you can sort of see those an older person sit right there in the picture, and that's like your ancestors. Your ancestors have actually been walking here actually on Earth for a very long time, especially on Mother Earth. They are actually willing to actually talk to you, but are you willing to listen, though? That's the big thing. And our last one, though, is messages. So that was from your angels and also your guides. So sorry, your guides. No, sorry, I kind of jumped myself. But your ancestors. So again, no, gratitude was actually due. It's actually your ancestors altogether. Now this one, sorry, not ancestors, but your guides and your ancestors, though, are breakthrough. So all right, breakthrough. Do not let anything conquer you down actually over the weekend, and break through those chains that are holding you down. Everybody looks at the weekend like a really good, positive way, but once we break through, it's going to help our week ahead to be able to actually guide within the right direction. So again, those breakthrough from all those chains though that are there. So all right, so that's that one there. I'm also going to do a quick little one. So that one there was actually the 5 cards spread for you. Our next one, though, that we're going to be looking at, though, 3 card spread. This one here is basically those what is holding you back. All right, and also what needs to be healed and what the future actually has for you. So, all right, so I'm going to take those cards there, put them back in, shuffle them all up. So yeah. All right. There we go. So again, this is a 3 card spread. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. All right. So your first card, though, is what needs to be healed, and it's true, though, which is actually sort of like a miracle. And it's true, though, because miracles actually do heal actually within great things. What you can sort of see, though, is actually the ship right here. Yeah, you can see the ship there, and the ship, though, is actually in rough water. So right now you're going through a lot of roughness actually within your own spiritual life, even within your normal life. And what you need to do though is actually be able to look at that and be able to go a little bit more further. Once we do get that, all right, it's gonna be a little bit more calmer. You see the birds actually up top here, all right. And with that there, you can actually be able to see them, and the birds are guiding you within the right direction. Um, if you are a Christian though, Bible person, don't forget actually Noah's Ark actually happened. What did he actually release? A dove. And the dove did bring back the piece of like the plant or whatever is what they brought back. So yeah, everything was calm though. It was a long journey, but again, though, that's to do with that card there, which is actually a miracle. Our next one though is what is holding you back from yourself going forward, and that's a venture. All right, an adventure though, you need to always be able to take the venture and be able to go forward. Nothing's holding you back except for yourself. Take that adventure and go forward. Adventure is like life though. Life though is actually a big adventure. We're here too short, and in between that time period though, right? People do wrong, people do right, but take adventure, go for a walk, be able to wander around and learn more about your community, about or even about yourself. So that's adventure. All right. The last card though that we're looking at though is our future. What are we looking about for our future? So again though is freedom. All right, let me move the card a little bit. So yeah, freedom. So once we actually are basically working actually onto ourselves and learning ourselves a little bit more within the journey, we're going to have a little bit more freedom actually altogether. And freedom's the best way to do for yourself. Remember the story, Never Ending Story, the movie, all right? The little boy, though, he's actually going for adventure. And at the very end, though, he has freedom, though. It's because of, I always called it a dog, but it's like a dog dragon, whatever you want to call it. Actually, was helping him actually on the journey. Right. But freedom, though, is always the best way actually how to have actually for the future, though. All right. So those are your Friday readings from myself, Brother Chris here at Divine Oracle Podcast. Check us out underneath Podbean. Podbean's a free app to basically upload. You can find us actually underneath there. We have over 1,000 shows altogether. And I do have to say thank you very much to our sponsors. They're sponsoring actually us here at Divine Oracle Podcast. If you'd like to be able to check out some great merchandise, if you live in North America, that's with the States and Canada, please be able to check out HauntingLIVEpodcast.com. That's again, that was HauntingLIVEpodcast.com. Where you can be able to find some great items such as cleansing items, crystals, and way more. Again, those for myself to you. You have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.